How am I billed? As a Butler Electric Co-op member, you may be wondering, why is demand important to me and how is my bill calculated? Your bill has two components. One is the kilowatt-hour charge and one is the demand charge. The kilowatt-hour charge is the total kilowatt-hours consumed over the billing cycle times the kilowatt-hour rate. If your home uses 1,400 kilowatt-hours in the July billing cycle at a rate of 7 cents per kilowatt-hour, your kilowatt-hour charge would be 1,400 kilowatt-hours times 7 cents per kilowatt equals $98 energy charge. Demand charge is calculated differently. We calculate your monthly demand by looking at your hourly usage during the peak hours of 3 to 6 p.m. weekdays. For example, let's say a hot day in July, your house uses 7 kilowatts between 3 and 4 o'clock, and 8 kilowatts between 4 and 5 o'clock, and 10 kilowatts between 5 and 6 o'clock. On this day, your demand would be 10 kilowatts. At the end of the month, we take the highest hourly demand, and that becomes your billing demand. So if 10 kilowatts is your July billing demand, we would take 10 kilowatts times the demand charge of $6.80 per kilowatt. This would give you a $68 demand charge. Add that with the $98 energy charge, and you would have a $166 total energy consumption charge in July. That is how your energy consumption is calculated for the months of July and August. For the months of September through June, your billing demand is calculated slightly different. It will be the greater of the minimum demand or the actual monthly demand. How do we calculate your minimum demand? We will take the highest of the July and August billing demand and multiply that by 70%. For example, let's assume your house's billing demand in July was 10 kilowatts and in August it was 8 kilowatts. We would use the highest of these 2 months, which is 10 kilowatts, times 70%. Gives us a minimum billing demand of 7 kilowatts. So starting in September, let's say your monthly billing demand was 6 kilowatts. We compare that to the minimum of 7 kilowatts, and whichever one is highest becomes your billing demand. So in September, your house used 1,100 kilowatt hours times 7 cents per kilowatt hour of $77 energy charge, and your billing demand would be 7 kilowatts, the minimum, times $6.80 per kilowatt, or $47.60 demand charge, making your total energy consumption charge for September $124.60. Simply put, the peak demand periods are typically when you use the most electricity. By conserving during the hours of 3 to 6 p.m., you can reduce your bill, especially during the months of July and August. To learn more about how you can conserve energy and reduce your demand, visit our website at www.butler.coop.